It's so gross.
This is my wife, and as you can tell, she loves changing diapers. And this is Sully. He loves when mama changes his diaper. Today, we're proving that Sully's life, contrary to the doctor's opinion, is worth living by taking him on his first snow hike. You'll see us lose hope in ever finding the snow. You'll see us find the snow and having an awesome time when we do. For those of you that don't know, Sully was born in end-stage kidney failure, which is very rare. They said it's about 1 in every 100,000 births. He's currently on dialysis every night, takes a large number of medications throughout the day, and is currently on the kidney transplant list. That's the story of his body. Who he is tells a different story. He is one of the happiest babies you'll ever meet. His life has been a blessing for everyone who's met him, and he just loves people so much. And of course, right before we leave, Sully poops.
It's so gross. See, I do a lot. You just get used to poop. I don't have shoes on.
Where are your boots?
They're in my arms.
You look good today.
This is not my best look.
You ready to go to the snow? Say yes, Dada. Hopefully we find some.
We're gonna find it.
I love snow. More than most things.
Yeah, when it snows here, he literally gets up in the morning and then takes his car down to the McDonald's by us and does donuts.
I guess it's time we address this weird bald spot I have. It's called alopecia, and it's typically caused by stress. It developed overnight, actually, right after Sully's second surgery. And yes, I am a little self-conscious about it. There's not very much snow up there, so we'll see. But it's not looking good, but I'm determined to find some snow. We found some snow!
Not a ton. It looks photoshopped.
So that mountain, me and my friends climbed that in the middle of the night. On the trail, the snow was about 3 feet deep, and none of us had any snow gear. We were wearing jeans with tennis shoes. One of my buddies wore plastic bags around his feet to try to keep them not wet. And then we got almost to the top where there's a big lake, and our flashlights died.
Yeah,
so we went down the
lucky to go
mountain
by.
blind. But I will say, at the top when our flashlights died, it was like the most peaceful thing I've ever seen in my life. Like we were just kind of looking over a cliff edge, perfect silence. It was pretty amazing.
Left out 2 crucial facts in his story. Number 1, this was when we were in college during finals week, and him and all of his friends would pull all-nighters. Not to study, no. They just did crazy stuff like this where they went up to the mountains totally unprepared at like 2 in the morning. The second fact about this is where they hiked, there was an avalanche there the next day.
All we brought was a thermos with coffee in it and a jar of peanut butter. And we were all scooping peanut butter out with our fingers.
We're here. I'm genuinely a little bit concerned because there's like no one here, and I don't want to get eaten by a wildcat.
Did you poop again? What are you doing with my coffee? Hey! Sully's plumbing system is a bit different than most kids. He constantly leaks urine directly from his kidney, hence the extra large poise pads we use to make sure he doesn't leak all over his clothes.
You love it?
Oh. How's he doing?
He looks comfy.
Oh, there he is! Taylor's learning what B-roll is. She's becoming quite the cinematographer. Man, my hair looks wild.
Want to see?
Hi. Living the dream, folks. And they said his quality of life would be poor. How dare they?
My foot. I'm gonna be cold.
Oh, this is literally my dream come true. I will say, I've never done this with a 30-pound backpack on. My back's already, like, spasming.
You need me to do it?
I think you could do it, because you're a beast. Run! We don't own like snow gear, so I'm wearing jeans, but I did buy some boots yesterday.
The understatement of the century. We're like the outdoorsy people that own 0.
Yeah, we don't like spending money on stuff like that, but it's probably worth it. Taylor's wearing $30 Costco boots. I actually bought some good boots just because my last pair of nice boots and my last job I had to swim in sewage and I destroyed them. But maybe next year we'll have better boots for Taylor. You think?
I like my boots.
She likes them. She loves Costco. Don't we all? His new favorite word is do you. Let's go.
I'm going.
That's why you live in the PNW, baby. Wow.
This is crazy. Beautiful. It's heaven.
The mountains all the way around you. For all you people out there that don't live in a place like the Pacific Northwest, you gotta come and visit. If you move here, you're gonna get vitamin D deficient, so just take a supplement if you can. That's what I do.
I don't.
Taylor's very emotional.
It's just like, it's beautiful.
It's just proof that God is real, honestly. You really think that's random? I mean, I know this camera doesn't really show, but there's like a million trees.
What do you think?
Hey, buddy. We're pretty much at the end of the trail. It was very beautiful. We're very hungry.
Very hungry.
And Sully's a little bit behind on his feeds too.
We're hurrying though.
All you single dudes out there, find a Taylor. Marry her. Pretzels, strawberries, sandwiches.
With bacon.
With bacon. You serious? You actually put bacon?
Yeah, I'm the best. We keep seeing people drive out of here and like parts of their cars are falling off.
It's always little Subarus. Before we end the video, we always like to give an update on
about Sully's transplant, kidney disease, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so today we're just going to talk a little bit about what the transplant's going to look like. Currently, Taylor is waiting to hear back if she is a match. And if she is, then we're just kind of waiting on Sully to gain weight. He's a few pounds short right now. The day of would, if it's Taylor, if it's going to be Taylor or any other living donor, then it'll be planned. We'll know the exact day, time.
I think it's going to be a Wednesday. That's what UW told me. They're like, we normally have all of our transplant surgeries on a Wednesday.
She would have the transplant done at University of Washington, and Sully would be at Seattle Children's.
And Sully would actually have to go in the night before.
Yeah.
They did the last dialysis run at the hospital, make sure everything checks out and looks good. I don't know if I'd spend the night there at Children's that night and then just bop over to UW the next day probably. So they take the organ out of me, obviously, and then they put it in what, like a little cooler?
Something.
And somebody drives it over to Seattle Children's. And Children's gets it.
And they put it in right away because they want the kidney to be functioning and then functioning, not like a long pause.
And what's so crazy is they might take out his existing kidney that he has. They might not. But they said they can tell if the kidney is working because right away it'll start producing urine. So cool. So they'll finish up his surgery. He'll go to the intensive care unit for at least 3 days.
Most likely longer.
Blood pressure is a big issue. They also give him the strongest immunosuppressants those first few days, so they pretty much entirely wipe out his immune system.
And those drugs are actually made out of bunny protein.
And he'll also have to have a central line, which
is a tube in your neck that goes directly to your heart.
And that's what they put the medicine through. If all goes to plan, they'll take him off of the ICU floor onto the kidney floor.
He's gagging. You okay? I think he's okay. He just gags all day.
So they'll take him onto the kidney floor. They said he'd be there for a minimum of 2 weeks. And it's a lot of that, just making sure he's isolated because his immune system is so compromised. Hey, those are the people that got stuck. Oh no, it's not.
No, but their corgi's running away.
Oh no. He'll be on the kidney floor for 2 weeks. And then we get to stay in what's called a transplant house. So the hospital owns this apartment complex basically. You've probably heard of like Ronald McDonald House. And it's like that, but it's just for transplant recipients and it's individual apartments, so there's no shared living spaces like there is in the Ronald McDonald House. We'll stay there probably for a month or two. And it's just to keep Sully isolated. It's really important that he doesn't get sick. He has to do lab draws and clinics with all of his doctors 2 times a week for the first, I can't remember if it's 1 month or 3 months. Either 1 month or 3 months, and then it'll slowly taper off. And his medicine schedule will change, so he'll be navigating all that.
That's kind of what we know about the transplant. I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more. There's going to be a lot of things to navigate, like the week he's in ICU and then the 2 weeks he's just on the normal kidney floor, and she's recovering. Where's she gonna be? Sleeping on a pull-out bed in his room, maybe? Or
I mean, I want to do that, but I have a feeling we might get there and I'm gonna be pretty exhausted, so I might have to.
Yeah.
Either be at the transplant house with one of my parents and then come during the day as much as I can. I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy. It's weird. I'm excited for it. I'm scared for it.
We're excited for like 6 months after it.
We had a good time today.
Days like this refill our cups. We both really love nature and
snow.
And snow.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Fire is slowly dying.
And the winds are here and flying.
Anyways, that's the transplant stuff. If you guys have any further questions about it, you can always reach out. We're happy to tell you what we know. We're not the experts. You're in this boat. Please go talk to a doctor. Don't listen to us for advice. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
Share 100 times, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Sometimes I just click on a video and I just share it 100 times. I just think it's the right thing to do.